Hello and good morning, everyone. Welcome to another live stream. I'm Winry, and we're here this morning getting ready to play some Pickle Pack Magical 3 in my Arcane Cathedral. How's everyone this morning? I hope you are well. I'm dealing with a little bit of a headache, so we're gonna see how well I can function with a headache. Hi, Alchemist Azure. So nice to see you this morning. Let's see. Trying to figure out. I've got something missing on my screen, and I don't know why it's not there. Just a second. I am playing with the Streamlabs OBS, and it's got its bugs, to be fair. It has its bugs, so for some reason it's not showing any alerts, not doing any alerts or anything. I thought you were following me, Alchemist. What's going on? All of a sudden tells me you followed again. Odd that the alerts are not working. Yeah, it is odd. I don't know what's going on with it this morning. We'll just have to make it work. Yeah, the OBS, the Streamlabs OBS is what I'm trying out. I might switch over back to regular OBS. It doesn't tell me I have any viewers either. And I know you're in the channel, so explain yourself. Let's click that, and just give me a second. We can, you can set it to look at something, I suppose. Okay, so when I'm in this screen, it shows the events. But when I switch to this screen, there it goes. Okay, well, if in doubt, restart something, right? Alright, so this morning's stream is probably going to be a whole bunch of crafting, so if that sort of thing bores you, feel free to chat me up, because we have a lot of quests to do that require crafting a whole bunch of machines, and there's no way around it. It's just part of the quests that you have to make a whole bunch of machines, even ones you may never use. So that is what we're going to be working on, to try to knock out quite a few of the technologically centered, doesn't make sense, technologically centered quests. So we're gonna try to get the ones here that are industrial expansion, locomotive industry, useful utilities, factory machines, Might even do the first couple applied energetics quests. These I've been putting off, so I need to be working on them. We do have some things to babysit while we do this, and hopefully I'll remember. But we have a few seeds. Oh good, that's still running well. We have a few seeds that I have created, and that until there's more than one will keep showing up in here when they get harvested. Yeah. And we'll need to keep putting them out in the farm until there's enough that there's one in the planter as a buffer one, you know, where it says, you know, I don't want it to empty out that slot. So yeah, until this one produces a second seed, you just keep putting them back out here. No big deal, right? And at some point, I know you probably can see I've got a bunch of nodes here. Tuto Menui has been by and delivered a bunch of really lovely nodes, and is going to help me at some point set up a node bullying system. So he's created an automated protection demonstrator here. I'm assuming if this node goes below the V count, which I don't even think I have a wand on me at the moment. So if I were to take some Terra out of this node, it would turn on so that it would recharge, because this V reader says 91. So what we're going to be doing is putting another node near it that will bully this, not specifically this one, but will bully that node, and whenever it drops below a certain number, the node stabilizer will turn on so it's protected and it will recharge, and then the process will go again, so that we can make some pretty nice big nodes that will be useful to us in Thaumcraft. So I've never done this before, which is why I've kind of asked for some assistance. He has a really cool looking setup that, I mean, he copied a tutorial. So yeah, this is part of a tutorial. So it's not something he figured out himself either. And yeah, it sounds complicated, but it sounds like something I want to play with. So there are a few things that it would be nice to be able to have some decent nodes for using for Centivi. So yeah. What else have I done? Yesterday I added another layer of Well of Suffering here. So we've got Cursed Earth on this layer now too. And I have converted all of my altars. Using my calculator that I have, I changed the runes of acceleration over. These were speed runes, now they're acceleration runes. So it means it helps move blood out of the altar into other altars a lot faster. And I just have a Master Blood Orb in here. That one just kind of makes sure this is the lowest amount of LP. I mean, like, it's kind of like the low end of the range. And then my orb one over here, which will eventually be a tier 6, is got the Archmage orb in it. And we currently have, like, there's the bar on your left, and it's half full at 4.6, almost 4.7 million LP. Now, I don't have any uses for all this LP. It's just fun to make it. Like, look at all that I've made! Woo! So that's really the way that one is at this point. We will need to do the demon summoning, and Tuto Menui and I are going to do it together on stream at some point. I'm thinking in the next week or so. I have to find out from him what all I need to help him with that. I think he said he has the ritual set up and the bell jars and everything already, so it's just a matter of fact of being there when it happens and being able to collect the demon crystals. So, you know, there's that. This one I did the same thing. I upgraded some of the speed runes to acceleration runes. So the auto crafting altar is nice and fast. I do have to figure out a way without computer craft to detect like the amount of blood in here so that it doesn't try to craft something when it doesn't have enough. I'm not sure. I heard that it works with a comparator, but that's probably not super sensitive, so I'll have to figure out if I'm going to just like not allow any crafting when it gets down to a certain level. Because I can do that with a comparator. So we'll see. It depends on how much auto crafting I need to do. I will have to make probably quite a bit of blood iron and at least several blood diamonds for applied energistics, looking at the recipes. So, sorry, I'm so sorry. We should probably get started on some crafting. You guys have a preference for which technology I dig into first? We've got industrial expansion. This is railcraft, extra utilities, MFR. These are the things we need. We have a bunch of quests unlocked in that we can tackle. I'm leaning towards this stuff. But yeah, if you guys have an opinion of what you want to watch me try to craft, I know that the recipe's been altered, so that's a thing. They're not the default recipes. So it looks like we could probably, you know, get some of these things done with the storage. I know some of my FPS problem is connected to these drawers. I know it, because even with them being sealed, I still have a pretty decent FPS drop looking at them, so I will be removing them at some point in favor of applied energistics drives, maybe caches, or I know they're probably not very easy to make in this pack. Or deep storage units. Oh, that looks like the default recipe, which I can't make now, but at least that looks like the default recipe. Yeah, this all looks default. So that's good news. Doggone it. That mute button. Gotta find it. Something you may have also noticed is that I have phantom ink on my armor. So you can't see it, you can actually see my player model now. And I also applied phantom ink to all of the corporeal sparks to help reduce my FPS around here. You can barely see them now, so that helps a bit. When you apply it to the sparks, it does not use up the phantom ink. So you can just go around with the one bottle and click like crazy, and it makes them so that they're really hard, impossible to see. So it does help with the FPS. Which, as I said, I'm struggling with because my computer is so ancient and damaged, and we're still trying to play modded Minecraft with it. Alright, so let's dig in. Oop. Let's go do the pulverizer next to the fluid transposer. This would be extremely helpful to use because mossy cobblestone is something that would be cheaper to make for Precontatio for Thaumcraft. Is it the fluid transposer does that? No, it's not. It's something else. In any case, let's do that one. And I'm thinking I should make several. Okay. Does it do basic? Yes, okay. Making several of these. How many machines are listed here? We've got 1, 2. That one's already done. 2. We only have 2 machines here. These I do not think need. So we have 2. Let's make 2. Thaumium. Do we have any thaumium in here? No, we have 10. And I don't think I have any steel. That's something, there's 3. That's something I'd like to have a different method of crafting. Simply because doing it in the Tinker's Smeltery is not pleasant. Isopopa. So let's see, what other methods? Where did it go? I clicked R and of course it... Well, there's magical crops. We could work towards magical crops. There's another form of steel. Solar expansion doesn't have a recipe, so is it just Tinker's? When I look at Thaumium gear, yeah, it blinks between the solar expansion version, which doesn't have a recipe. Okay, so looks like magical crops for steel. It is. Let me see real quick. I don't want to make it right now because I bet it's a higher tier one. Here, it's right here. This is with Imperio. Do I have the supply set aside for that? I do. So I'll be able to make it soon. I just have to get all the Essentia together and we can set that one up too. Good to know. I won't have to be doing a whole lot of that. But in the meantime, let's grab a stack of coal and 8 mana steel ingots. And that should give us some steel. We got some steel in here, and there we go. Okay. We need blood ingots too. Iron ingots. Again, if you're just joining us, we're making machine frames, basic machine frames. Do I have any that I can filter this with? I do. No, what did you just... You silly thing. Alright. Do that. And then we need glass. I'm probably gonna have to go down and grab some from the Cobbleworks because I don't have that connected to storage. Looks that the item sprite looks weird. Alright, what else do we need for this? We're gonna need... Got copper, gold. I don't know how to go... If any of you guys know how to go back in the recipe, like from here, I was clicking on that and looked at that. I would like to come back to this. There has to be a hotkey. And again, this is NEI for 1710, not JEI in case that's different. Glass buckets. That's cheap. What's the other machine? Magma crucible. That needs a leadstone energy cell frame, some Invar. And good to know. Good to know. Let's grab some more iron. How much do I want? We'll do 16. And we need probably a stack of nether wart. This is where the mossy cobblestone would be helpful. But we need to make some thaumium because I've only got 10. Oh, good, there's 9 in there, so we just need to see what we got for presentatio. Alright. I do not have this set up to pull Essentia from our system. I've looked into ways to do that, and they're complicated. The easiest method is to just set up another alchemical setup. I'm just not interested in that. Oh, we were gonna put another wart. And look at my FPS. I'm sorry if it looks stuttery. I'm really we're working on saving up the money we need to do my computer again, fix it. Until then, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be able to do about it. We're here to do, we need a stack of glass. Okay. We need to do these first. I think these have to be done in the arcane work table. Again, Atomic Energistics, I miss you. I haven't even used you before. You know, there's some things that you're like, oh, with Atomic Energistics, this would be easy. And then you have... It's all this running back and forth, running back and forth. We'll do that, because we know we're going to need to do a bunch of these. And see, some Centivi, if we put the little... recharge pedestal over the arcane work table and used a Centivi in energized node, we wouldn't have to keep bringing it over to the wand recharge table. It would just recharge in the work table. I'm looking forward to that someday. That would be nice. So we'll do basic machine. No, it must be machine frame and then parentheses basic. Alright. Make 4 of those. We only need 2 right now, but I know more machines are gonna come up. We have a bucket. Bronze poster. Oh, the copper gears. So we need 8 of those. And then we need 2 of these and 1 of those. Did that request everything I needed? Let's find out. There we go, fluid transposer, yay! Which, once we have a magma crucible, would be even more helpful. Alright, so in these pick ones, I do not want reward bags. We've got pulverized tin or pulverized lead. Neither of those I really need either. We've got basic and good. Blood cookies, those are at least useful. And there's another non-stacking diamond, but the funny thing is that I have another one somewhere. Unless I used it for crafting something. Nope, I must not. Let's tuck you in there for now. Let's consume these for their knowledge. And Next one. Next one is Magma Crucible. Do we have any Invar? No, so we need to make Invar, and there's a challenge with that, folks. We don't have the machine hooked up to power right now. Nickel. Let's do 8 nickel ingots. Did I spell that right? This is impossible. Oh, it's because it's called ferrous. And then we need iron, right? 16 iron ingots. Go into the crypts. And yeah, so our induction smelter has power, but it's not hooked up right now. I need to get it hooked up. Let's run a line right now all the way over to here. Ultimately, these machines aren't going to be sitting on this. They're going to be in a section. So they'll be on this layer further in. But for now, they're right there. Okay. How much power is this going to take? Well, at least we'll have some Invar when we're done. I know what the transvector interface is. What's a transvector dislocator? I don't know. My coffee is cold. Let's switch to just drinking my water. Okay, so we have that. Is there any, what else do we need for this machine? Anything else down here? Got all of these things. Okay. We should check on the seeds if we need to put them back into the... Why are you stuck? What went in there that shouldn't have? Why is it another wart going around? I'm confused. Nether wart should be just fine working its way around. Don't know. So what do you guys have planned for the weekend? Like to live through you, do something fun and exciting for me. Alright, so we got that there. Still no second seed from any of them. My weekend is going to be full of some housework. Since I was sick, I was unable to do... Okay, not unable. I was just too sick to care about a clean house. So I need to actually do stuff in the house. Is it all one word or is it two?
Let's find out. Another brick. So I just don't have any. This is the same. Alright, so let's do 32 another rack. What mod pack is attracting you these days, Sapopa? Are you still playing Revelation? And are you looking forward at all to Vanilla 113? Alright, so once we make that, I do the hardened storage and then make these solar panels that are a pain in the butt. Well, here's one. And we need to make that get. Oh. There's that, and it goes here, there, there. Those go there. We need this and 2 of those. Takes a moment for them to show up in the inventory. I have to leave the screen. Okay, so that should just need the nether brick, right? Yes. So let's go see if that has been done. I'm actually considering a vanilla, short vanilla playthrough. Once 13 comes out, there's a couple of communities that I am a member of that will be having a vanilla server, so it might just be worth looking at, but I don't expect to play it for very long. Just, you know, play with the new things. So that's done. More tin or lead, which is just, I don't need it. Oh, it's gonna want to make you, I want you to make the liquids, so we'll have to hook those up at some point. Let's consume the knowledge fragments. And these are both good. Torches. And something else, because I must have double clicked it and I don't see. We'll just consider that glitchy. That was a glitch. What are you doing? Are you done? No. Okay, now look. Let's see, the next thing we'll work on, instead of the solar panels, we'll do those 2 servos. I think we can make the reinforced one without having the magma crucible hooked up. I know we can't do resonant here. Hardened. Okay, so the hardened variety stuff. We need a hardened servo. We need iron nuggets and some redstone, which we didn't get picked up. Porque we didn't get the nuggets. That would explain it. Probably clicked on it when it was the ore berries. Alright, so there's the servos. The filter needs a piece of paper. all these stupid torches. How are we on lux? $28. Each one of these is 1. Get rid of some of them. There we go. It's a start. You in there, and you in there. There's a little bit more inventory space now. Alright. And then the retriever needs that. Oh, and gold nuggets. There we go. So we did those. I've never used the filters, I don't think. Because don't these have filters in them? I don't have room for that in my inventory, do I? Yeah, I do. Okay. The beauty of all this is I have nowhere to put it. And do I have another strongbox maybe? Some kind of storage. I have these stupid satchels. Tempting. Over here. Oh, well, you can't put a satchel in a strongbox. Today I learned. Alright, let's open this good reward bag. More cookies. Great! Okay, next is... oh, we only have the filter to make for this one. I'm gonna guess I need a piece of paper if it's the same type of... Alright, so we have a bunch of reinforced filter is what I need. I need to see if we have any electrum and hardened glass. We have hardened glass. Do we have electrum? No, we need to make electrum. Okay. 8 gold and 8 silver. Darn it, I have to write ingots. There we go. Let's go see if there's any more. Let's see if we have leadstone flux duct. We have 35, so 34 flux duct will get us enough to hook up our machine down here. And alright. I know that is so ghetto, but at least it'll have power now. We should run that through the furnace if you're not busy, which you're probably not because I have Cinnabar in here and it stops everything. Still have to. Uh-oh, this is stuck. Bet I can tell you what's stuck with. There's Cinnabar or Electrum. Let's go up there. See what it's stuck on. Mystical line, that must be from a mob. Whatever. The rest of this stuff looks fine. Okay. Using Astral Sorcery, you can Uber Mine, Constellation Enhanced Robe and Wand. Which constellation? It was Avorsa or something like that. It must be a new one because it doesn't sound one of his 3 intersecting lines. Okay. Huh. I have not gotten too far into Astral Sorcery, I must admit. In 1.10.2, I got to the point of using the Starlight Infuser, but I only used it once. And that is really as far as I ever got. You know, I attuned myself to 2 constellations, I think. You know, obviously the perks of one don't work when you're doing another one, but that's really as far as I got, and I'm pretty sure that in 1.10.2 it wasn't quite as developed as it is now, so there is that. They're so annoyingly and useless. I mean, I'm sure I'll use them up at some point. I'll just drink them all. Get all the weird effects. There's some perky effects to it, but supposedly adding more chapters soon. Well, you never know. This is coming from a mod dev who said as soon as Thaumcraft is out, he's done with Astral Sorcery. He has said it on several occasions that he, and I don't know why everyone's competing with Thaumcraft, but whatever they want to do. I'm just, yeah. Hardened flux capacitor. Hardened flux capacitor. Needs the leadstone one with some more tin and varn redstone. The good news is I think I have the leadstone one here. So I can just do that to get the hardened one. I want the energy cell. Okay, so does that mean that this one... No. I need a magma crucible and fluid transposer set up to do this one because I'll need to fill it with liquid redstone, this stuff. Okay, so since we don't have those hooked up just yet, let's tackle the other things around it that don't require that. We've got the hardened item storage. And do these just upgrade? Yes, that one does. That one does. Good news, everybody! We have... I wonder if it'll keep the stuff when we upgrade. We'll find out, I suppose. Okay, so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. Let's do it. Hardened strong box. And hardened satchel. It remembered what was in there. This is... really know why you need that. Wow, that's a lot of obsidian to mine that quickly. Why do we need all these stupid tuberous flux capacitors? They're clever but not rechargeable. Good. Reward bag. Ugh, that's a piece of garbage. We'll add it to the rest of the garbage I have over here. Okay. Quest book again. It didn't count this one. Are you kidding me? Is it because there's stuff in it? I'll gladly take the stuff out of it. But it doesn't even have a manual detect. I don't know. Well, you stupid thing. Okay, let's do this one. There is one made. You better count. It counted. Now we need a hardened cache and a hardened portable tank. I'm really hoping that we can do the upgrades on these. They've not been used. Now let's see if it counted it. It did. And this one just needs... I always have to leave and come back in the screen. That one did not count, so I'm guessing with some of these you actually have to fully craft instead of just upgrade. So in order to do this, let's do this recipe. And grab a log. So let's do fur log. Okay. Great. More in our blend, please. Then the reinforced version, I don't know. Needs hardened glass. Do we have any? Alright, will this count? Let's take your bets now. It did. The reinforced satchel, is that the same? Need some Invar nuggets. I think we can do that. I need one more of you. Inventory space. We need to do something about these stupid tuberous. What you call it? Just two of those I needed? No. Okay. And reinforced. Please count. Yes! Yay! We need to empty our inventory bit. And it might help to put these things in there. We'll put that in there, and that in there. Alright. 4 diamonds from silked ore. That sounds interesting. Definitely have to get into astral sorcery. Then we need to do the cache and the tank. Did I leave? Okay, I left the cache and the tank in here. So let's find out about making those. Reinforced cache. Oh, we need one more. Alright. Did you count? No. Alright, so that's one that we had to make. That's the only way to make it. Are you kidding me? Why didn't it count? Whine. I'm whining. That did. Seriously. How many did I get there? 2, 3. Okay, that one counted. That's... I'm not even gonna question. Not even gonna question. We're doing pretty good tackling these. Where are we here? Transfer trio. Item duct, hardened fluid duct, hardened flux duct. Thing is, these are the clear variety, and that's probably why they haven't been counted thus far, because I tend to make the opaque to protect my poor wimpy computer. Item duct. Did I? Oh, I freaked out there for a minute. I'm like, where did this come from? It was sitting on here. Okay. We should probably... Ooh, grater. They might actually have something cool in them. Let's find out. Probably not, but... Yeah, well... Yeah, nope. They're not cool. Huh. The liquid starlight usage for what? Oh, the starlight infuser. Yeah, it is random. Yep. Alright, item duct. And then what was the other two? I only needed one more, didn't I? Hardened fluid duct. Fluid duct. It wants this one. Okay. We should use another satchel and put all of the tubes in it. That's what we should do. Alright. That one, this one we're going to need the melted down destabilized redstone. So it looks like we have solar panels to make, and then we're going to need to hook up the magma crucible and the fluid transposer to do the further stuff in here. Hardened solar panels. I am using the leadstone ones, so we're gonna just leave them there. We'll have to make a whole bunch more in order to do the hardened ones, and then a bunch more to do further one. So we need to make 8 of these. What do I have in that strong box? Wrong side. I had one piece. That, a core. How do I have ferrous in there? Okay, let's take a look. So I made 1 core, so I need 7 more cores, which is 28 gold nuggets and 7 lead. 28 gold nuggets and 7 lead ingots. That will get us. Was it here? Yep. There's the cores. These are a pain in the butt without auto crafting, guys. Don't we miss auto crafting? Steel. I need to go grab steel. So we need 16 redstone. Made some steel, so it should be over here. And these are parts that we need. We need a bunch of glass. 3 times 8 is 24. 24 times 3. There's the glass. And each of these needs 3 lapis nuggets. Or shards. And it's another 2 shards. And then iron nuggets. Okay. Make that. Now we need to turn the steel into nuggets. And there we go, there's 8 of those. Woohoo! So, to make this, we need a hardened core, which is some invar and some gold. In the middle and surround it with the leadstone ones. There we go. That should have completed that one. Yes, and we get 2 more hardened cores. Not that I'm currently using solar for anything other than autonomous activators, but thanks anyway. And then we have this one. Redstone solar panel. Requires... Ugh. I don't want to do this one. Because I'm just sitting here thinking I have to make a stack of these to get 8 of those. Oh, AE, I need you before I'm going to do that. Okay, let's put you in here. And you in there. Consume those, open this. That's okay, I suppose. Wish I could unname you just by doing that. Let's go cook these up in the furnace. We'll put the blood cookies away. Put the blood infused iron in here. It's not gonna live in here forever. Just trying to clear out my inventory so we can do the next thing. Which I am unsure what that is, but we're not doing the redstone solar panel right now. No, 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 no. Do not feel like making almost a stack of leadstone solar panels. Okay, it's time to bring these back up to the so many things I need to fix, guys. I mean, cinnabar is nice to have and all, but it needs to, I need to be able to output it into the chest. And right now I just have it, so it's just pushing everything into the furnace, which the furnace doesn't need. Cinnabar. Stardust quartz here, if that really matters. Where are the rest of the seeds? Shouldn't you be more planted than this? I need to look. Figure out what's going on with the planter under there. What you doing? I'm baffled. These seeds should be... Maybe I need to upgrade this to a servo. A different servo. Let's go grab that satchel with all the servos in it, shall we? I know one of them has... Come on. Like nearest first or something, so that we can kind of prevent the seeds from coming back over here if we actually need them. And now I don't remember where I just put the stupid satchel. Is this it? Yes. I think the problem I'm having is it's seeing the ender chest as being the place it wants to go first instead of the planter. So if I were to switch the servo out, do a higher one, say the reinforced, it has a nearest first. And that's not nearest. Now it is. I could just let's just that was just retarded. What was I thinking? I don't know. Alright, so this should fill the seeds first. But I have a problem now that some of these don't have any to actually place, so I need to go fetch some. That spot is for the Certus quartz that we're trying to get. So funny. That means the other one is set up weird too. Well, flaw on my crops. Flaw. Let's see how badly you're done. Well, should do the same thing with this one. We should have it go. We should have it go this way and not there. That way it goes to the planter first and then to the ender chest. That's really what the problem was. That it was prioritizing the ender chest. So I'll have a problem with these as well for obsidian and redstone if there aren't any up there. And it does not look like there is. So this is what you get for watching somebody who is not technologically inclined when it comes to mods. And the painful thing, I bet I can't just go 5 obsidian seeds. Oh, I can. And then it was 5 redstone seeds. And then I don't remember what the other ones were. But let's try to fix this. Alright, so this should run now. That one should be fine. This one's suffering. We need lapis, copper, mana steel, coal. Lapis lazuli seeds, 5 copper seeds, 5 coal seeds, and 5 mana steel seeds. All right. And that should fix my goof. And there. Do we have a quicksilver to plant? All right. That's fixed. Darn it, still no seed. I need a second seed, man. I don't want to have to craft it. All right.
So we're at the point with thermal expansion quests that I want to move on to a different tech mod. Let's put this Certus Essence. I really need to learn this. I'm walking faster than I'm used to because I have the one of these has. Maybe it's my bauble. My sash makes me walk really fast. And that's not even the upgraded one. I just feel like I'm going really fast. So I'm running into things because of that. Okay, so we're skipping that one. We need to set up the magma crucible and fluid transposer to do the rest of these. And before that happens, I want to move these machines in and get them hooked up correctly so that there's not any pipes hanging out in the hallway.